for me, if I look at this draft, is I think it's a little bit immobile, and at the same time, you're very cooldown reliant. Whereas VP
Profit, that's going to give him a huge boost now. Bottom lane, move forward, he's going to find Crit on the back lines here as well at the same time. Silent trying to move it onto No-Tail, they get a light strike onto Moon, Miracle running around, look at the perfect stun, he gets onto FNG, Ravage coming through from Moon, catching out Silent and FNG at the same time. They're looking to try and find the Wyvern, FNG will be the first to fall. Black Hole, front fly, holding Silent in place, they need the rest of just coming, but Phobos, he drops the core onto the Enigma, they'll take
this, and the vent was a little bit too far away.
Oh, there's a relocate coming in, they're looking for Miracle here, and they'll set it up at FNG with the ultimate. Silent starting to steal the intel. Miracle, he gets the stop, he's looking for the TP out, but the light strikes there, he's not going to make him. Oh, move with the wraparound blink onto G with the Ravage. Goodbye, Lena. 50 seconds on the sidelines thanks to Miracle with the power of the armor base. Exorcism's there as well. The fortification coming out straight away from Virtus Pro, but still 40 seconds they've got to hold on with some sort of a defense without G's Lena. Silent coming forward. Astraling up, trying to do his best to slow this one down. FNG is going to move in with the ulti bomb, but Moon, he moves it deeper, straight in onto the Wyvern. There's your ultimate onto Moon. Moon's incredibly tanky though, doesn't care. There's the Chrono to follow up with the Yules. Just in time, holding back the Void here. They can't quite kill anyone on the side of OG. They've got the mech as well. And OG, they'll take the tower, and they're still in fighting shape here.
I think that Silence actually won the team fight. Like, I think Silent was about to cast his ultimate, but the Death Prophet silenced him right away, and at that point, you really just can't do anything about it. So the Sphere being wasted here. OG still sieging high ground. G's up though.
Oh, Moon, look at this man. He just jumps straight in every time. Lena is back in, so they're going to be aware of G. Jumping forward, the Atos onto Moon. Silence coming forward, but Fly turns around with a Malefice. He'll Astral himself here, but OG maybe trying to get themselves in position for the fight here. Oh no! Oh, the Black Hole, it doesn't quite catch anyone here, but it might not matter. OG going to continue this one. Miracle got strength up. G's going to be kept fine by the Cold Embrace there. He's moving back in. 1, 2, goodbye G. A Miracle, he's starting to try and do work. Has he got the control? The Astral actually going to keep him alive over the time being. Silent is going to fall. He does get a double kill. He gets a triple kill as the burst there from the Astral brings down Miracle. Phobos starts to help clean up, and in fact it's VP taking this one. Moon, the last one left alive, and they've got the vision with the spirits. Phobos jumping forward. They're looking to try and clean up OG. They might just be able to do it. Moon, he's falling low. He's falling fast. Phobos jumps forward, gives it a 1 swipe, gives it a 2 swipe. He's going to need to give it a 3rd one. Moon's got the blink. Can he get himself out? He's going for the Dukes. He blinks to the north there. Moon, I think he's going to get away with this one as well. Are they going to find him? He doesn't have a TP. He's going to have to hold on for dear life, pray that they don't come looking for him. And it looks like he is going to be okay, but the rest of his team absolutely not. VP there with a huge fight, Silent with a massive triple kill. And OG, they've got to be careful. They don't get the racks. To the side here by Lil, but Moon jumps up. Miracle tries to fight. He'll get held back here by the ult of the Winter Wyvern. Moon coming in, hitting against the team. Miracle doesn't care. Moving on to sign the Ravage. Do they have vision though? It doesn't look like they do. Silence, he pops the BKB, turns around, Astrals at Miracle. The rest of OG going down to the south. They've left Miracle. Are they going to come back and save him? Miracle doesn't need saving. He turns around. They've killed 2. Now he's leaving Lil. Tapping across, but the stun flies through here. Miracle moves in the Glimmer Cape, and the TP out here looks like he's going to be fine, and he will. Much damage.
He does do an insane amount of damage, and prior to this, OG were going to go for Roche, but now, realizing that there's 2 cores dead, no buybacks, they're dealing a little bit of damage to the base here. I don't know if they want to fully commit to this. Moon and Miracle are about half HP. It's a really tense situation for VP. Looks like they will be able to respawn in time. It's going to be enough to make OG
team fight just that little bit easier for them. And that is, of course, if they can find them. We've seen with a few smokes, VP just unable to find a great jump in onto the side of OG as OG. They've been playing very carefully, as in to not get caught out by the rotations of Virtus Pro. No-Tail, of course, with the Shivas complete. 1k on top of that one. And Miracle, the man of the moment. He's got 2.2k gold in the bank. Lots of options for him here. Do you think we're going to see the AC here, or is he going to go straight for kind of greedy damage for himself with the Crystallis into Daedalus?
I think going for damage is probably the best thing.
Can they go for this here? They'll set it up. Phobos is jumping forward. He pops down the Chrono to try and stop OG from saving him, but Crit, he still gets the swap off there. So it's only Crit caught in the Chrono. Crit, he might even just live through this one. So this is a big ults expended for VP, and we can't quite get the kill. Ravage from Moon catches 2, and now Miracle 1, 2. FNG disintegrates there to the power of Sven's sword. They'll get Phobos as well. And VP, they saw the opportunity onto Miracle. I mean, if you can even call it an opportunity, because it just wasn't going to happen. They had Crit on the bench right behind him, ready for the save, and 2 heroes down on VP. OG, they're ready to try and use the rest of this exorcism to get pushing. They did, of course, have to use the Ravage for that one, but
they're more than okay.
They do not care about that.
Yeah. I mean, the irony of that swap is Crit has more health than No Tail, so that bench is tanky.
They're going to try and fight VP. Onto Moon. Silence starting to stack up the stolen intel. Silence got the Siphon up. Pop the ult here. Will bring down Moon, and that is going to be the jam going over to the side of Virtus Pro. The rest of OG
no trouble doing
on
it.
the way
Power
out.
of Miracle.
And VP just want to fight, man. They got Sanity's Eclipse up. Shiva's almost done on the OD. They will lose their tier 2 in the meantime, as you were talking about. Honestly, this game can still go either way. Like, OG have a bit of an advantage in the sense that their Sven has an enormous amount of farm, but he can still die. That's the scary part. And I don't know if relying on a Sven ultra late game against like potentially a Hex on the OD at one point, the amount of burst that Alina has.
Oh, but you can tell he wants to find a chrono. And he's going to look for No-Tail. Moves in with the time dilation. Set up there with the heal set for No-Tail. Turns around, gets the silence, and down for it with a swap out. Miracle on the back line. Chrono's FNG. Now trying to confirm the Ravage from Moon. Catching 2 is a double kill for Miracle. Now Silent just one hit. And third of his health gone. And Astro himself there. And will get the blink off. He's in the sidelines, but they sure. Oh, they're just the exorcism ghost. Slowly killing Silent in the tree line. OG and now Lil as well. Relocating back into the side of the fight, and OG, they'll be able to find this one as well. Taking 4 heroes from the side of VP, only losing Crit on the bench. And at this point, I think that could be a fight too far, and as OG, they're getting way out of hand.
That was just very nicely executed by OG. They had fantastic positioning, they had the high ground board, they saw everything that VP were doing in terms of positioning. So the Void doesn't want to throw out Chronosphere on No-Tail because if he does, the hero's just going to get swapped. And then pretty much the same thing is going to happen. Moon's going to counter-initiate, you're going to get Ravaged, they blow up the Void before he's even able to throw out his ability in the first place. And as soon as they get rid of Chronosphere, that's one of the biggest threats on VP. As soon as that hero dies, I think that OG feel confident in just walking in. Like, they didn't even have to burn Black Hole. They're going to get double racks here. There's still a tier 2 bottom. Miracle's going to eat a curse, but I don't think there's much to kill with.
Phobos has got a chrono here, but No-Tail holding him on the Yordles. Miracle pops the BKB, chucks onto G. Involuntarily walk back into the Chronosphere. He's not scared of the side of VP. G pops the Laguna out, but that's going to be G. Almost certainly going down. The corner brace buying him some time, but the Spirit Cypher for No-Tail bites through the Lina. G is now dead, now Silent. Maybe he can look for the chrono recovery kills. Just the Atos out, now with the right click's going to take down No-Tail. Fly, he's going to be held in place there by the Astral. No TP away here for the Enigma. And looks like they could just find something else off the back of this one, VP. They'll take the Enigma kill, double kill for Silent. So again, we see them finding some kills on the defense, but they're 2 full sets of racks down now, Andy.
It's looking a little bit grim right now if you're a VP fan. And I still really think that their draft had an opportunity to equal amount of control in just 2 cores that deal ridiculous single target damage.
Oh, Miracle, please have mercy. Please have some mercy. There's no mercy.
There's no mercy.
There's absolutely no mercy.
No mercy at all.
He wants to find some more. Looks like Little's going to be fine. Phobos, on the other hand, if he comes down around the corner, Miracle. He's just a one-man army. Straight at him. Hello, Phobos. How'd you like my sword? Crit, swapping himself in so you can get the magic missile through. Looks like Phobos is going to be fine. In fact, Phobos jumping up. Looking for the kill onto Crit here. Crit has the backup of Moon and Miracle. And
oh god.
He pops the chrono. He's running around. He's just trying to keep himself alive here, bless him, the Void. But I don't even know if that's going to be possible. Moon jumps in and he... Oh, Moon! Oh, that was BM Moon. Now that we're firing that kid.
Yeah.
That was...
that was rude.
Moon, come on. Oh dear.
Yeah, it's obviously OG's game to lose at this point. They're going to go for Roche, like we talked about earlier. The tier 2 in the bottom lane is still up, but man, VP, they were actually pretty close this game. There were a lot of opportunities for them to do well. They even got the first 2 Roche ends. I want to say this is number 3, right? So this is cheese. And this should give OG enough, I think, to just go ahead and go for the Mega.
Oh, Miracle's got BD as well. And with the East of Moon Shards, 2.5k, what was it, 26,000 net worth. It's kind of mid-game beast that VP were unable to do anything about. And now Miracle, 37 minutes into the game, he's 3-shotting most of the heroes on the mountain side of VP. Let's see if they can pull it together for one final defense. Phobos is going to be back up in a few seconds. They've got the ults online. It hasn't quite been enough before, but maybe if they can find the perfect catch, they can hold on still.
Man, Dota.
I think Secret's done it twice this tournament at least. EG certainly pulled out the title of Nickel once. It's got a lot of plucked out of the teams. I think complexity as well. Obviously, they've got very good Z-Freak, Enigma, and Swindles with the decent tide.
Yeah.
But I mean, quite interesting enough, I was speaking to Swindles. He does not like running the heroes together.
Really?
He says he finds it boring.
Well,
It's a very Swindle-esque comment.
yeah, but I mean,
I don't like that.
I understand
That's what he's
where
kinda
he's
says.
coming from, but at the same time, it's very good. So if it wins you games, I think I can deal with it being a little bit boring.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
This game is certainly working out for OG. They're going to move in onto the bottom set of tier 3 and racks, and let's see what VP's answer is. They've got to do something big.
They're gonna need a mistake or two at this point. Like, having an Aegis on a hero is one thing, but also having the cheese, because VP's lineup is so reliant on burst damage, if you pop a cheese through burst and you don't die, and VP are kind of out of ammunition at that point, so it's gonna be really rough for them to try to hold this.
Miracle, look at him. He's just sitting there. He is ready for blood. OG leading in, Moon with the axe, throwing back the gush, and FNG down in 2. There'll be a buyback here from the wiper, but Miracle running around Phobos, looking for a chrono, only catch up to No-Tail. Time's only shot to Miracle, don't know what Atos. Maybe Sonic can do enough. He'll be coming out just in time. Moon gets the round down ahead of Silent. He's stacking up the intel. Can he do enough to bring his boy over the fly? Coming in with a black hole, pouring inside of this Silent. Gets relocated out for side. He's still trying to find this one for him, but 4 are dead. 5 are dead as Lil's going to go down as well. There'll be a buyback for the Silent on the OD, but he's the last man standing. VP, they needed a miracle, but they ended up getting destroyed by it. 28 to 15. GG is called.